So good afternoon, everybody. How are you? Today I'm with somebody somewhere in Lagos. So we are going to be discussing 2019 politics, the young presidential candidates and their programs, the prospects for them, and post 2019, what are we expecting? Is what is happening now what we are supposed to be seeing from all these persons that are running, or is there something else that should have been contrary to what they are doing, if we truly want to get to the El Dorado we are all dreaming? Well, the person I'm with this afternoon is somebody you call Ace comedian, veteran entertainer, multiple award winning, I don't want to call him activist because it doesn't see himself as one, but his name is GCON, Grand Comedian of the Order of Nigeria, Mr. Gbenga Adeyinka. Good afternoon.
Object, I don't object.
Objection, my lord. You'll be objective today because
Yes.
you're an objective media.
Good afternoon. Nice to have you here. Thank you for
My pleasure, Baba.
coming to my small village here.
It's actually a village, like computer village. All right, good to see you, and let's get rolling. We are talking about political entertainment. As entertainers, most of you people too, you are influencers. You influence a lot of people. If you just make a post, a lot of people like, Baba Gbenga Adeyinka ti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, the first ti sọ bó ṣe máa jẹ́ nìyẹn. A lot of people too will just see you at a program. Baba ló wá ṣe MC ní program APC
Ó ti lọ.
PDP.
Ó ti lọ. Ó ti
So-
crossover.
Yeah, so politically, how would you weigh the level of influence entertainers have on electorates?
Well, I'll first take it from I'll take it from two angles.
Okay.
I've read extensively on this, trying to weigh what people with more experience have said. There are two schools of thoughts. There's this school of thought that says that entertainers are opinion molders. That's why you find brands using them as brand ambassadors and all that. But there's this school of thought that says that entertainers should not be taken seriously because they are fickle, and that they are loved for what they do, not what they say. And I would explain that. Okay, they are loved for being good storytellers. They are loved for being good role interpreters. They are loved for being good entertainers. But they are what they stand for should not be taken to mean that their support for a politician will run into figures and numbers for that politicians. But for me, I take it from the middle of the road. Yes, you are an entertainer, you are very popular. That does not necessarily translate to votes until you go out and you source for votes, you talk to the people on the street, you let them see that there is more to you than what you do. Just like the fact that I'm a footballer does not mean I'm not intelligent. The fact that I'm an entertainer does not mean I don't have something to offer, I don't have something to give, beyond just entertaining. So for me, being an entertainer does not automatically say, Gbenga Adeyinka is contesting against one unknown man from Abeokuta South. Gbenga Adeyinka to win.
It's not automatic.
It's not automatic. That unknown man, if he goes to the streets and campaigns, will beat you like you're a baby.
And that reminds me of one of our brothers, Banky W, who has also decided to take the challenge of contesting. What's your impression of?
Fantastic. I think a lot more entertainers should come in and contest, but you have to be ready to do the work. Unfortunately, I'm connected to the person, one of the people is contesting against, because it's not a two-legged race, and I see what that person is doing. I see what he's doing in the grassroots, and that's where the votes are. I still belong to the school of thought that says that there are very few votes online. Very few votes online. And I still belong to the school of thought that says that you cannot win election online alone. You have to go to the grassroots, go down there. Banking needs to do more. But then, everything is a learning curve.
Definitely.
I wish him well. I salute his courage. I salute his vision.
Okay, they say that 24 hours is a long time in politics.
5 hours. 5 hours is a long time. 1 hour is a long time in politics.
So what you are implying now is that if elections were in the next 1 hour, you don't see it.
Honestly, is my constituency. Is my constituency. I reside in Etiosa. I do business in Etiosa. With what I've seen on ground, with what I've heard, Banky still needs to work harder. But I salute his courage.
For even stepping out.
For even stepping out.
Now let's go to those ones that are contesting for presidency. Let me even begin by testing your knowledge of how many of them you are aware of.
Okay, I know my brother, my friend, my paddy, Sowore. Okay. I know my very good friend. In fact, when we call ourselves neighbors. It's always been my dream to live next door to him. Fela Durotoye. Okay. I don't know Moghalu. I heard of him. I like his looks. I like what he says. I like what he says. I like his intelligence and all that. That's and 3. The profile too. I like the profile. I like the profile. That's 3. Yes. Let me see. Who else do I know? Think back. Oh, I know Mama. I know Mama. There's this young guy too that is contesting. Is a movie maker. No, not Alista. Alista is another one contesting. I don't know if he's still in the race.
The other person that makes movie that I know is female.
No, this guy is male. His name is Patrick or Victor or something like that. Okay, yeah. He's also running. Not too young to run, but honestly. Okay, if you don't ask me the questions, I'll wait for you.
No, go ahead. The part B to it is, what do you feel about their aspirations?
What do I feel? Yes. Amazing. Young people need to come out. But are we going about it the right way? For me, and this is my personal opinion, like I said, all these people are my friends. I think that our problem is not with a headache now. The head is not our problem. Our problem is the body. It's like having a bad foundation for a face me, I face you. I say, okay, I'm a fantastic engineer. I have ideas for this face me, I face you. Let's destroy the structure on the face me, I face you, and put a 15-story building on that foundation that was carrying the face me, I face you that was faulty. There's no way that structure will not collapse. If Fela, Sowore, Moghalu, Mama Obi, and all of them become president of Nigeria today, what will they do as president, as that sole president, with the House with the House of Reps the way is constituted, the Senate the way it's constituted, our laws the way they are formed? It's just going to be one young man that a lot of people love. Like what is happening in France now. That a lot of people love. They vote into office. He gets there and he sees that, wow.
He's overwhelmed.
Wow. So this foundation is really the problem, not the head. For me, what I think the young people need to do, and you see, our problem in Nigeria is that we know the solution, but we want it overnight. We know what we want, but we don't want to walk towards it. The solution to Nigeria's problem is true federalism. The solution to Nigeria's problem, in my estimation, I might not know it all, is that each state of Nigeria must take charge of its resources and make the center less attractive. Make the center so unattractive that nobody wants to be president. So what is my solution? My solution to Nigeria's problem is young people should flood the House of Reps, flood the Senate, where we can influence the laws being made.
And they should leave the presidency.
Leave the presidency for now.
For who, to who?
To whoever. Leave it to Baba. Let him stay there for 4 years. See, let me tell you, Donald Trump, if he had his way, would have built a wall around America. But the House is making it impossible for him to do that because they feel that is not their immediate problem. Theresa May would have taken the UK out of EU if she had the opportunity, if she had that veto. But you see, there's something called structure. That's why the president of America cannot just stand up and say, that's why the president of Nigeria cannot just stand up and say, today we are starting, what's that thing everybody's campaigning with now? We are starting, we are restructuring Nigeria. Yes. Let the Hausas go, let the Igbos go. They will think he has taken an overdose of what is on.
1 second before you continue, let people know. If you're watching, like those of you that are watching, I can see people already commenting. If you have any question for Gbenga Adeyinka the first, please type it in the comment section. I can read it to him and he can answer you. Some person already agree with you that you're making sense. So let's continue and then we'll come back to the comment section actually.
So for me, honestly, what I think we need to do is take it from the lowest to the highest. Let's start from the local governments. Who are the people administering the local government? The local government is supposed to be the closest government to people. Do we have any local government in Nigeria we can refer to as utopia? Is there? Meanwhile, if I become local government chairman today, I will not be able to function. You know why? Because the laws are not there to sanction the governor who does not allow me function by getting direct funding. We need, first things first, we need to forget I want to be president, I want to be this. The laws are the problems of Nigeria. Yes, we have the laws, but are there people fighting to make sure that these laws are? Then the people who are supposed to be fighting, are they fighting for us or fighting for themselves? If I go to the Senate today, yes, I would love to go to the Senate.
Okay.
Are you
declaring already?
Yes, I would love to go to the Senate. Okay. But if I get to the Senate today,
and somebody's advising you to join Showore's party, do that.
If I go to the Senate today, how am I sure that because I'm the only 1% of the total budget of Nigeria, Obama benefited from him? See, let us not be in a hurry. When you're in a hurry, you lose the bigger picture. Let's go from village to village and say that our party chop, make everybody chop party. Our target is this. Join us. Get people online to register. Go and get your PVC. But we are not contesting, no. Go and get your PVC. We want to have a movement. Okay, in 4 years, we're going to contest. But we want you to tell as many people as you know what we are doing. We want you to bring as many people as you know into our party. We want to have so number of, by the time we have 500,000 followers in Ogun, 500,000 followers in Oyo, 100,000 followers in this one, then we'll be ready. Then you now say, okay, you know what, Segun, where are you from? You are from, where are you from, Segun?
Ondo State.
Where in Ondo are you from?
Odo.
You have been part of the movement for 4 years. We see that you have bought into our vision. You go to Okiodo, go and contest for Senate. If you lose, good. If you win, we have one person. You go to Ilorin, go and contest in Ilorin. Now, when you are contesting in Ilorin now, you are not doing what everybody is doing. You are not posting posters. Vote for. You already have a movement in place. This is what I expected them Sowore. When Fela first came out and people were telling him to contest, I begged my God not to let him, not to open his eyes, not to contest. When Sowore started all this, I prayed to God that he would not contest. Because see, Sowore is my friend. Fela is my sentiment. That I have 200,000 followers on Instagram does not guarantee that I'll win. How am I sure that 100,000 of those followers have PVC? How am I sure that 20,000 of those followers will not be in the club on Friday, then they will carry babes, drink, go home and sleep all through the election? But a movement is something that belongs to everybody. I'm not saying we were brought up in affluence. Then we have other things we are doing. If tomorrow Fela does not win, he can go back to what he's doing. If Sowore does not win, he can go back to what he's doing. If Moghalu does not win, he can go back to what he's doing. If Antiobi does not win, she'll go back to World Bank. These people you are fighting against have no other business. So like we say, they die there. They will do whatever it takes to win the election. And what we have to beat them is our intellect. What we have to beat them is the new age innovations and everything that is out there. But Rome, Rome, R-O-M-E, was not built in a day. The problem of youth is that we also tend to run. Let's calm down. Let's strategize. That is the biggest strength we have.
So somebody's asking, who are you therefore going to be supporting in 2019?
2019. Okay, my vote is my
personal choice. Right?
Is my personal choice. For me, I'll just revert to status quo until the movement I'm talking about starts. I'll just revert to.
You don't feel it has started, even
it hasn't
even
started.
You don't want to approve the method it is taking.
It has started.
Yeah.
It has started, but then from you, we're just wasting resources we can put into funding structures for the movement alone.
The structures are already forming.
The structures,
it's the mind of the people, don't you think? I tell you. So, are we looking forward to you contesting 2023?
If the structure is right, I will contest. If I see a movement that I can work with, I will contest. Then contesting does not mean.
What would you contest?
Does not mean I will win.
Well, if the movement, like you rightly said, is
if the movement starts now, the chances that Sowore and co can be in the House of Reps, in Senate, in the next dispensation is very high. Moghalu, imagine a Senate with Sowore, with Moghalu, with Obi, with what's his name, with Fela Durotoye, with young people. I met the speaker of Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly yesterday. Young guy, very, he spoke with passion. Imagine lawmakers like that in the Senate writing revolutionary laws, not all these NEPA. Don't you find it very painful that Lagos can generate electricity but cannot transmit it to its people? They have to put it back in the power grid. Don't you find it annoying that Kanji Dam is the one giving people who have a hydro power? Those are the things we need to write. Someone like Fashola in Senate. Young people with ideas. This guy contesting for governor of Lagos State, Sowore, in Senate. Let's write laws. The solution of Nigeria's problem is not a 4-year, 5-year, 6. We need another 2 dispensation to solve the problem of Nigeria. How do we do it? I'll tell you. For the first 4 years, enlighten Nigeria is called mass reorientation. What we see people talking about pants online, talking about stealing pants, about Benz, we need to realign the minds of Nigerians. That's the first thing we need to do. And how can you do it? You are young people. You can reach them where they are. That's what we need to do. Not all these will fight with them at the top. If you become president, will you change Nigeria? It's not possible.
But he will be able to go along with doing things.
See, there's no long way.
With appointment,
my brother, there's no
appoint and put in positions.
People you appoint and put in positions. If you appoint me for minister for noise making, you send me to the Senate and the Senate rejects me, will you kill the Senate president?
Of course, you're also going to find people who also, love what you're doing in the Senate. All of them cannot all be against you. They cannot all be against you. And by the way, there are people also contesting for the Senate who are also positive-minded.
Okay.
And let me ask you, somebody's asking now.
Okay.
What if one of these persons win? Will you support the person?
If the person wins, I'll be happy. I'll support the person. But we're going to have a Macron on our hands. France is in turmoil now because they voted for a young person with a lot of ideas who is in the midst of trouble. What did he want to do? He wanted to increase the price of power or whatever it is. But you see, if you don't know the system fights you. It fights you. So why not create your own system? When we talk about Korea, we talk about all these big nations. A lot of these nations were not democracies. People talk about Dubai. Oh, I hate Nigeria. Oh my God, Nigeria is finished. Nigeria is not finished. It's we Nigerians that are finishing Nigeria. All we'll need to do is work, put things in place. If I become MD if I start my business today, is it today I want to become a billionaire? There's a process I must go through.
But the moment you start, it has started.
It has started. But there's some fundamental things I need to do. I must do things differently. If we continue doing things the way it's done, then we'll keep getting the same results. Young people have contested before now. Bob D contested, he lost. Young people have contested. No Ribadu contested, he lost. No. Yeah. But because they were going to contest in this, they were going to swim in the same water that they were not. See, if you have how many, we say that the youths of Nigeria form the largest populace and voting populace. If you have 70%, Nigerian youths will queue up behind any young person that they see is working and is building structures. Don't come and build structure in Lagos for me. Any idiot can build structure in Lagos. Lagos is easy now. Print poster, print t-shirt. There are a lot of people in Lagos who will follow you just for the fun of it. Go to Funtua. Go to Iberekodo. Go to Okeogun. Go and have town hall meetings with these young people. Tell them what you want to do. Mommy, they are going to ask for votes. Not votes. I'm not talking about votes now. I'm talking about going to sell revolutionary ideas.
The two can be sold along together.
Okay. So, my brother, you will come and meet me now. You come and meet me now and say that I should vote for you. Shongo, I'm a young man. Wait, I know you are a labor leader. You are a struggle merchant. You come and meet me now that I should vote for you. Then that man comes to meet me tomorrow, gives me 500,000 and tells me to vote for him. And I know that I ask around in my village that man Shegun were to wala no oro to so it makes sense gone. I will now reject the 500,000 and vote for you. See, movement, movement. Even the French Revolution was a movement. It was a movement. See, let's stop talking about this
politics.
thing.
Yeah, let's move on to what's one.
I pray that I'm saying that I pray that to God, and this is not for hatred of Sowore or Fela, or I pray that they lose this election and they come to realization that you cannot fight in that same water and win. Then they come and start from the basics and build up. We are quick to mount Obama. Did Obama go to did Obama become president of America in one day? Go and read all Obama books. Did Macron, that we all mouth, become president of France in one day? There's a lot of work in it. We need.
Somebody's asking if you be. How about you also joining this movement or starting this movement you are talking about?
I will be willing to start and join, but join hands with like minds who are not focused on presidency now. Let them go and come back. Then our bereshe. Then we start work.
But you are definitely going to be supporting one person for presidency in 2019.
Of course I will. Of course I will, but not one of these people.
Okay.
Because my problem with, if I support one of these people, somebody I don't want to win the election might end up winning the election, and Nigeria will be worse off for it.
All right, let's move on to the last question. Yeah, which is that well, a lot of comedians, truly because they have some kind of influence on some people, like entertainers really do, you know. Would you support or would you attend a person's political rally without being patronized or paid to do it?
I've done that over and over. It's between you and your conscience. Do you understand? But in the long run, we use politicians, abuse this, abuse that, abuse everybody, abusable. I think we should put that energy into something more concrete. If you see a movement has started, join that movement, push it.
All right, it's been a fantastic moment with you. There are many questions, but we know that there are other things to also do, so we can't keep stretching this.
Thank you for putting me in trouble by letting my political opinions be known.
Political entertainment.
But honestly, I keep telling people this. I've had the opportunity in the past to get citizenship of other countries, and I've thought,
to do what?
I would just be a second-class citizen, whether you like it or not. Nigeria has a bright future. The future of Nigeria is in the hands of all those people who form the larger part of the voting populace, young people. Let's forget. See, okay, let me tell you something that I've been doing for the past, I think, 3-4 weeks. I've been driving a Picanto to and from work. And I've noticed that the way people have looked at me has been different. This boy has gone broke. Hey, this one. And I realized that in Nigeria, you must pretend to be big or live big for people to listen to you. No. Listen to people, no matter how small they are, no matter how poor they are. Mahatma Gandhi was not rich. Obama, I'm sure, was not rich when he started out. He might be rich now from public speaking. Let's listen to ourselves. Let's value ourselves. Then also, I have to say this before we go. That you are young does not mean you are the one that has the solution to Nigeria's problem. Because I always hear, not too young to run. All old people must be killed. They must go. It's not by age. There are some old people with amazing ideas. There are some young people with terrible behavior. I don't have to mention name. You see them every day on social media making a fool of themselves and their offices. It's not about age. It's not about where you're from. It's not about your tribe. It's not about your religion. It's about character and what you have to offer.
It's been a nice time with the ace comedian, the Frost, Gbenga Adeyinka. And then you can keep your comments coming because I'm sure it's also going to be watching this immediately at the end that we end this show. Thank you so much once again. The sign off signature is keep talking about the things that matter. Don't stop.